Hello. Okay. I think I've got everything figured out. I am now, you can kind of see that, but not really. And I forgot to put the lamp up. I don't even know if I can now. Oh well, I think it's okay. Hi guys, how's it going? Where's my phone? There it is. No, that's not what I wanted. Hey, they got TikTok back on the... Why did that even play? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Ow. Hi, baby. Thank you. I was like, dang, I get on my birthday and nobody's even here. It's been like 5 minutes and like nobody came on until you. It's like, damn. I thought I got this damn thing in a better spot, but it's not, I guess. Oh, there we go. I think I fixed it. Hi, Cecilia. Thank you. All right, let me get my stuff situated because y'all know I'm always prepared. And by always, I mean never. $32. Okay. All right. Maybe I assume that you wanted to be on. All right, Vivi and Cecilia. Beats? Why? I don't know if I've even had. I don't know if I've ever even had beats. Honestly, right? Oh, thank you. Wow, I may have. I was feeling sorry for myself for a few minutes there, and I was like, damn, it's my birthday, and no one's even on. So thank you for showing up. All right. I get. Ooh. All right. And then Cecilia, you'll be next after Vivi. Thank you. Interesting. I think they're in the right direction. Okay. He's on the right direction. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got starting over and preparation are upright, and then introspection and guardianship are in reverse. So these two, it's like introspection and guardianship in reverse. I have to figure out what to do with this damn light. I swear. Does that help? Kind of, actually. What did she say? Hold on, sorry. My sister has this one. Okay. All right. Sorry. She was just telling me that she couldn't read out. Oh, well, if you're able to. Oh, no, she said never mind. Sorry, baby. Okay, all right. She's gonna get on YouTube. Her phone won't let her re-download TikTok. I don't know if she knows that they just now put it back in the App Store like today, but okay. Anyways, guardianship and introspection. I mean, I almost want to say that it's coming through like maybe overprotecting yourself to the point that you're blocking possibilities. You know what I mean? Like you're worried about something not being the right thing, or you're not making the right choice, or like a person not being the right person or whatever, and like because you're so worried about it, you're preventing it from happening. And then so they're like starting over and preparation, right? So they're like, those are upright, so they're saying this is what's happening or trying to happen, right? And we're like, we're getting everything ready, and you're over here like, what if I choose the wrong thing? You know what I mean? So, like, don't overthink things to the point that you're holding yourself back, right? It's a good idea to do introspection, but definitely make sure that you're not letting doubt completely cloud any possibility for happiness, you know, which can be hard, you know, like it's hard not to have doubt, not to worry that something is going to be a waste of time or go badly. Doesn't necessarily have to be your relationship, but you know, I think that once you've been through so much, especially certain things, it gets really hard to trust that shit can actually go right. Can I get a card for these? Nice. I like this card. I know. But like, they're trying to bring in all this new energy for you, like all of these new opportunities and everything. But, you know, if you're, you know, I was doing the same thing, like before the last relationship, which I don't regret, for the record. But I was just sitting there like, okay, give me a person. And then at the same time, I was like, maybe not, never mind. And until whenever I finally got to a point where I was like, okay, all right, fine, give me a person. And then, you know, he comes along and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, maybe this could go somewhere, you know. And then like that fear kicked back in again. And I was like, but like, what if this is a waste of time? And then, you know, best friend was like, it's not a waste of time. Like, even if it doesn't work out, it's not a waste of time. It happened for a reason, for you to like learn something or whatever. And that was definitely true, because I got to prove to myself that I practice what I preach. You know what I mean? That I'm like, okay, I realize that this is not what I need. Nice. Realize that this is not what I need. Peace. You know what I mean? Like, there was the other factor too, but still, same thing. All right, let's see. Get ready for these, because they're they apply so well. All right. Courage. Because of course. Okay. I move forward even with uncertainty, fear, and questions. I follow my heart and speak my truth. Courage is not courageous without the presence of fear. Otherwise, it would just be called action. Here's the tricky thing about fear: it creates really grand and believable stories, even when they are false. We must be willing to notice when our fears are actually trying to keep us alive from a life threatening possibility, and when our fears are telling us stories that feel scary to the body, but in actuality are insignificant threats. Fear is an invitation for courage to rise up. Vulnerability, authenticity, standing in our power, going against the grain, speaking our truth, saying no, saying yes, rising in leadership, owning our gifts in the world. It all requires a big, courageous yes to ourselves and to the knowing that what we value is bigger than the fear. For those fear threats where we know that we are not in harm or danger, it is courage time, especially when the fear involves how we will be perceived by others. One way to squash the fear voice and to amp up the courageous forward movement or decision making is to get to know the fear itself and to ask ourselves, if everything went well, would I be a yes to? If the answer is yes, it's time to put on the courage pants. Notice what fears show up when you are making decisions that feel like a call to courage. Ask the fear itself what it is afraid of. Cultivate courage by saying yes to more small yet bold actions. Hello. So I don't really do like the pendulum things. So like I do mini reads, but if you want a free question, you can go to my YouTube. There's a link in my link tree, but some people have said it's not working. And but it's just Amethyst Tarot. It'll have my picture. It's but I'm live on both. So if you go over there and subscribe, you can comment your question there, and I will answer it. Or just go over there and subscribe and come back either way. Okay, so anyways, where was I? Okay, questions. Am I willing to sacrifice what I want due to feelings of fear? Am I willing to make courageous moves for what I desire? And when I felt most courageous, what was different then? And the ritual, sit in a quiet, uninterrupted space. Good luck with that when we have kids. Allow your eyes to close and refuse a few deep breaths through those. Sorry. Imagine 3 distinct spaces in your mind or a vision space in front of you. 1, the thing you desire. 2, the courage needed to make it happen. And 3, the fear it is up against. Bring each of these 3 energies into your heart one at a time. Fully feel the energy of each piece in your body on its own. Ask each piece to give you one single nugget of wisdom, and notice what you notice. Get ready for the next one. Get ready for the next one. Okay, all right, you're not ready. It's Bravely Go. Okay, remember the adage, speak softly and carry a big stick. If you've never heard it, it basically means it's time to move forward bravely while carrying your awareness and discernment like a weapon. You already know which way to go. This is the moment to get up and move toward the path you're being called to, even if the way is dark or scary, especially if the way is dark or scary. The only way to cure inertia is to move. So put your brave boots on and get busy. If there's something in your life that scares and excites you at the same time, it's almost always the best thing ever. You get a chance to prove to yourself that you're bigger than your fear, while also showing yourself you're worth every inspirational and thrilling experience you can dream up. Do it. That's all. That was so good. There was They were like, all right, she's scared. Hit her with both of the, oh no. My sister said mic drop. Oh shit. Which part did it freeze on? Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, 1 second. Okay, you get a chance to prove to yourself that you're bigger than your fear, while also showing yourself you're worth every inspirational and thrilling experience you can dream up. Do it. Hey, Haley, thank you. Hi, Rose. I hate how far behind YouTube always is. It's so far behind. I know. I know. That's hilarious. All right, hold on. Let me check. Let me see where I'm at. All right, so so I'm about to be on Cecilia, and then after Cecilia will be Haley, and then Mandy. Sounds like that's supposed to be the start of the song. Aw. Thank you very much. I do my best. Yo, B. What does that mean? Oh, you're... Okay, all right. All right, Cecilia, are you there? That's not Cecilia, right? No. No, that's Cecilia. Okay. Hi, Angela. Okay, all right, I see you. Can I get 4 cards worth? Okay, then. 3 cards for Cecilia, please. The cards are very happy and excited right now. How are you? Okay, Vivi. 2 more for Cecilia, please. I gotta start reading comments out loud so that you guys can keep up. My sister is over here on YouTube. if anybody wants free question, you can go over to my YouTube, which I'm live streaming on now also, and subscribe. And then I will answer one free question for subscribers. Thank you. Well, that's good. Okay. I think these are in the right positions. I'm not even asking. They definitely feel like they're in the right positions. Okay. All right. So, Cecilia, we've got stagnation in reverse, curiosity upright, hope in reverse, and then luck, which is also destiny upright. So it feels like it feels like they're saying, they're going back and forth. They're saying, this is what's wrong. This is how to fix it. This is what's wrong. This is how to fix it. So the stagnation card, I was going to say it's self-explanatory, but I'm going to explain it anyway. So, it's that feeling of stuck, and in reverse, it's become a blockage feeling of stuck, and I know that sometimes it seems like, well, I can't even figure out the way out of this, which is where the raccoon is coming in, right? Raccoon. That curiosity card, they're so like adaptable. That's the word. They're so adaptable in such a playful, laid back kind of way, right? They're like, I'm not going to stress about it. I know I'm going to find what I need somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, even if I have to dig through this garbage can, which sometimes is just what life hands us, people are like, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you garbage, dig around in the damn stuff until you find something useful. So I think they're saying, like, you may not be seeing a way out of the situation. That doesn't mean it's not there, but it does mean, hi, Anna, how are you? But it does mean that, you're going to have to be kind of resourceful, be willing to allow change to happen, including perspective, you know what I mean? Like, and try to do it from a viewpoint of, I know that I'm going to figure this out. So I'm not going to sit in the negative, and I'm not going to sit in the mindset that, like, well, this is just how it is, and this is how it's going to always be. So there's that. Okay. Then we've got hopes in reverse, goes along with the same vibe. We want to, like, it's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to spend a little bit of time, even like once a week or something, you know what I mean? Like a little time to wallow. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's okay to spend a little bit of time wallowing, right? We don't want to just constantly stuff it down and be like, I'm fine, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, because that's not going to be helpful. Write that down. I already forgot what I said. But like the garbage can thing. Anyways, right. But you can't sit in this energy, right? We don't want to stay here. So stagnation can be, when it's upright, stagnation or the hesitation card, upright, they can be intentional pause. You know what I mean? It's okay, you're not ready yet to move on to the next thing. Let's give you some time to kind of balance yourself back out, and then we'll hand you the next thing. But you don't want to stay there, and believing that you're going to stay there is going to keep you there, which brings up this one, right? So destiny, this is how I believe destiny works. Destiny is what happens when fate and free will meet. So we have our fated path, right, of all the things that are supposed to happen in our lives. And then we have choices, right? And so certain things on our fated path are going to happen regardless of the way we take to get there. But the experiences that we have along the way is destiny, right? That's the choice that we made leads to this happening, leads to this happening. You know, if you like, this is a really stupid example, but you know, like to get to our Walmart from where my house is, there's two different directions that you can go, right? They're both about the same time or whatever, but if I go, you know, if I go down Haywood Street, then like I know at a certain time of day that I'm going to hit traffic and it's going to be a freaking nightmare because that road is like 25 miles an hour with crap loads of people because there's little shops on both sides. It's crazy. So, you know, if I go that way, I know I'm going to hit more red lights. I'm going to have more people that are going to be walking around in front of me, etc. Right? Versus if I go the other direction, you know, it's like the expressway. So it's a highway. There's not going to be a bunch of red lights and a bunch of people walking around. So that is which road you take, right? That road that you go down, it will end you up at that same point, that fated point, Walmart. So it'll lead you back to that fated point, but how you get there is destiny. So this is what's happening, is there are things that are fated for you, but with the choice of perspective that you have right now, like that's what's keeping you going down all of these side roads with all of these extra obstacles. You know, the road that you're taking is the harder one and you just don't realize it, right? So with the choice of sitting in that negative, you know, like mindset and feeling like I'm just never going to figure this out and keeping that as the thought process, you've gone down Haywood Street at rush hour. So we're just on a freaking Sunday. I hope that made sense. Okay, let's do the other cards. And don't get me wrong, I'm aware that that's easier said than done, right? Like, I have the perfect example of my. I know that's easier said than done, right? So, when life gives you garbage, dig through it. Oh, until you find something useful. That's what I said. God, YouTube is so far behind. That was like 2 or 3 minutes behind, at least. Okay, so I had an issue with like paperwork that was supposed to be turned in today, and we didn't realize that it had come in the mail until the day before yesterday. So like I didn't get it all filled out, and then oh my god, thank you. That was so cute. For anybody who's over here, she gave me a panda gift and it like hugged my head. That was so cute. Right. Anyways, there was no way of getting that in the mail in time. I was freaking out about it, honestly. And then I was like, okay, what can I actually do to solve this situation? Because there's got to be a way to solve this situation. And sitting here and freaking out about it is not going to be the way to do it. So I'm like, okay, let's look at the paperwork. There's a phone number. Call the phone number. Got until the 21st or 23rd to turn it in, right? I solved the problem because I stopped freaking out and I started thinking about how to solve the problem, right? So that is the, like, I know it's easier said than done, but it's at the same time, like, your life will be a lot easier if you shift out of the negative, you know. I could have just sat there and freaked out and not done anything about it, and then I would have lost something very important. I just didn't have a minute to message until now. Oh, okay. It's not that far behind. Okay, good. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's do this one. Oh. Let's see what comes up with these. Oh, shit. Thank you so much for the panda, Vivi. It was so cute. I get a card for Society, please. That is interesting. I don't like it. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
I was thinking about someone else when I pulled it. 5, 4, Cecilia piece. That one makes more sense. Damn mindset and positive thinking. I know, I feel you. Okay. Like I said, I know it's easier said than done. Is this one for Cecilia? Okay. Can I read all 3 of them because they're all relevant. My sister's like, I'm gonna drive by your place and bring you this thing. Drive by my place. She lives across the yard. Okay. He is back here. Okay. I think that's a good idea. Come in. Oh, sorry. That's okay. I think it's a good idea. So just one step at a time until you figure out how to make that happen, right? Like whether it's trying to save up, even if it's like $50 a paycheck, $20 a paycheck, whatever, something like that, something will come along that's going to help make up the difference, but you've got to open that door, right? So you set your mind of this is what I'm going to do, not I want to do this, I hope I can do this, I'm going to do this, right? Like I can. That needs to be your words. I can and I will. And so then start saving up a little bit, then start looking for somewhere, trying to figure out where you want to go. You know what I mean? Like pick somewhere you think you're going to be happy. And then just one foot in front of the other till you make it happen. Dig through the trash can until you find something useful. All right. This one is vulnerability. This is an interesting one, especially considering the situation. What's up? What are you doing?
Just basically, where you want it?
I can set it over here for now. Thank you. Oh, that went down in the hole. It's okay. I'll find it later. Okay. Bye. Okay. I am brave in the expression of my full truth. I see the gifts of standing in my vulnerability. Vulnerability can feel risky. We are exposing our hearts and opening to possibilities of rejection, hurt, abandonment, or being seen in a way that isn't desirable. Side comment. That doesn't mean that you have to be vulnerable with people that it's not safe to be vulnerable with. Okay. When we can connect with others on real, human, messy, flawed levels in a world that values infallibility, the connections feel more nourishing and meaningful. We can only do that with a willingness to bear it all emotionally, with full authenticity, without being frozen in fear of what others will think. If we stuff down what wants to be expressed, we can get caught in spirals of self-isolation, shame, doubt, insecurity, or overthinking. Vulnerability is a radical act. Our weaknesses and faults are what make us human. The world that has been created around us, that values an image of perfection without wavering, is in need of realness and a return to vulnerable, true expression. This feels like when you move, this needs to be your energy shift. Like, you need to have the mindset that when you do move, that you want to connect with people as you know what I mean? Instead of putting on the I'm fine, you know what I mean? Like, you want to find the people that you click with, and you can't do that if you're not yourself. All right, so you want to get away from the situation you're in, obviously. But this is, I think, talking about that after you get away from the situation. Or maybe with other people if you have safe people. Okay. We are in need of realness and a return to vulnerable, true expression. We are seeing this happen collectively. Women reclaiming gray hair and unmade faces, ads showing wider ranges of bodies, age, bodies, and skin, and more truths about emotion, mental health, and real-life challenges being shared socially. More realness, please. It's okay to be human, to have emotion, to have flaws, to have fears. It's okay to share all of that. In fact, here's your self-permission slip. Invite yourself to be you in all the truth, wildness, uniqueness that you are. Share it with others. And then the questions: what layers of vulnerability would feel good to share? How do I feel hearing others share relatable vulnerabilities? And how can I create safer spaces to share more vulnerably? I was going to say something else, and I forgot what it was. I was going to say, like I was saying, like this needs to be the perspective when you get there. So start working on that idea. I want to say, like in the meantime, of like when I get there, I'm going to open up, even though it's going to be scary. Like I'm going to allow that perspective to change. I just know that maybe it's not safe to be vulnerable around certain people right now, but like once it is safe, I'm gonna work on that, letting the walls down thing. All right, the ritual. Practice vulnerability by speaking truths to yourself that you feel are challenging to share. Sit in front of a mirror and speak 5 things out loud that feel true to you, but feel a bit too vulnerable to share with others. Hold your own share gently without judgment or feedback. To speak things out loud to ourselves and release them from our bodies enables us to express them to others. Then reach out to someone close to you who will also hold your share without judgment. Share 2, 3, or all the vulnerable truths with them. And if there's not a person, yeah, I can. Yeah. If there's not a person that you can do that with, you have options. Like some people have deities they work with that they could talk to. If you don't, if that's not your thing, then there's also just like writing that shit down. You know what I mean? Like have the conversation with yourself. Oh, I need that book. Put it back. Okay. All right, I'm gonna read these 2. Or I took the pictures. I will try my best to remember to send them. If I don't send them, text me and I'll send them, or message me on Discord. Okay. All right. This one, maybe I can get it where you can see it. Whatever. It's invite your monster to tea. Okay. Invite your monster to tea. It's time to take your monster to work day. That's right. You're being invited by life right now to buy flowers for your demon. Whatever monster haunts your mind with fear, debilitation, or shame, it will never cease its power over you if it remains caged in the shadows. So take it out to tea. Ask it why it threatens or taunts you. What pain does it want you to acknowledge? A famous poet once wrote, "Perhaps all the dragons in our lives are princesses who are only waiting to see us act just once with beauty and courage. Perhaps everything that frightens us is, in its deepest essence, something helpless that wants our love." My sister said, writing things that are causing stress or for you to become stuck is extremely helpful. Oh, things that cause you to become stuck. All right, I'm going to read this other one, even though I know it's the 4th one, but this is sort of like, it's mine, so I can do what I want. Okay, all right. So it is welcome the unwelcome. I really wanted to read this one. That's why I decided I was going to do all 3 of them. Okay. I'm definitely going to send you a picture of this one. Those pesky details, that unwelcome news, the nagging, anxious thoughts, they're a tangle of snakes we can't seem to shake. But nothing shows up in our experience that isn't on our side. Challenges happen for you, not to you. They are a gift from your wilding soul self. Their aim is to shape you into the person your soul wanted to become before you arrived on this planet. This can be hard to believe and even harder to embody, but your soul never draws experience to you that can't be used as a transformative process. Changing your perspective is easier than trying to change the world. See your circumstances. That was weird, the light flashed. See your circumstances as temporary guests in your life. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Another mic drop. Man, they're just on it tonight. Oh, I'm just gonna send you a picture of the pages. What was that one? I think it was 9. No, it wasn't. Right, let's do the T. It was what was it? 45? Thank you. Hello, focus, please. It's because this camera's dirty. 1 second. Man, y'all should see how good this fucking camera is. That's the reason I got this phone, was honestly for the camera. Like, the memory is also nice, but the camera is fucking amazing. Okay. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Haley, are you here? So I've got Haley, and then I have Mandy. If anybody else wants on the list of free cards, you can comment your first name. If you're interested in a pay rating, pricing, you're over here. If you want a free question, you can go over to my YouTube, which I'm also live streaming on, and subscribe. And subscribers get 1 free question. Oh yeah, Linktree is in my bio on here, and it's in a pinned comment over there. Okay, can I please get 4 cards for Haley? Thank you for letting me know you're here. Okay. No, those are supposed to be upright. Right? Yeah. 1 more. Thank you. Are these all in the right direction? This one's supposed to be upright. Fun. Now are they all in the right direction? Okay. Sometimes I'm like, that feels off, but I'm not like 100% sure. Yes, I can. Okay. Ouch. Interesting. Okay. All right. So we've got 3 out of the 4 of them are upright. So there's that. So we've got wisdom's upright, success is in reverse, something new is upright, and then purification is also upright. So I think I feel like this is talking about something not going the way that you're hoping it's going to go, or it already happened and it, you know what I mean? Like something didn't work out, right? It didn't work out because there was something else that they were trying to, right? Like the thing that you thought you wanted is right here, and the thing that you actually don't realize is what you wanted is over here. So like they had to detour you back that direction. So I think that it's definitely coming across like, the shit happens for a reason. Like if something is not working out, it's because that wasn't meant for you and something else is. And then purification also, it's about that, like releasing, like releasing the things that might be holding you back. Usually thought processes. Sometimes it's like people or whatever. It's letting something go. And when it's talking about thought process in this particular situation, this might just be, I'm going to say it's a perspective shift, but it's a perspective shift in the way that, that one, you're allowing that change to happen. You know what I mean? That you're willing to like let go of the thing and realize that like not having the thing it is okay, right? Like it's okay that you don't have the thing, and not having the thing means that there was something else they're trying to give you instead. It's going to be a better fit for you. It almost feels like it's something ending. I don't know if it's like job related or something, but it's almost like it's something that's ending. And you're going to end up with something that's going to be more like long-term workout. Hi, Ariana. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's the perspective shift of like whatever this is, I'm letting go of it for a reason because it's not for me. And just knowing that like the something new is right there. Okay, let's do these. I don't know if you are. I don't know if like you know what I'm talking about. Like if it's already a thing that you're aware of, or if it's something that you don't know yet that's about to happen. Can I get a card for Haley, please? Oh, that's interesting. Wait, okay, is this one a better option? Yeah, okay. The fourth, maybe. Interesting. Maybe it is the other one. You sure? God dang, I'm giving everybody extra cards tonight. Just, what answers to? Can I get a card for these? Make that make sense. Interesting. So back and forth playing another, but unsure part of it. Oh wait, are you already pregnant? Or you're just thinking about it? Because I guess that's an important question. I'm not sure at the moment. I'm gonna assume the success in reverse card is probably you're not. And also, I just want to say, I was trying. If you haven't heard me tell the story, it's a short story. I was actually trying to get pregnant, and that's how I even got on TikTok to start with. Because I got on, and I had found another psychic. Use that term loosely. And got a reading or whatever. And what she told me was true. It's just like other than mine, I've seen her do some not great readings. But anyway, so she told me, she was like, it's not happening because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you're supposed to be doing this. And I was like, are you crazy? Like, I've never done anything like that. And she was like, that's what they're saying. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. And that's why that's not happening. And, 3 years later, here I am. This is my calling, right? And I would not be here if I had gotten pregnant. So shit happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just not time. Like, maybe there's something else they're bringing into the situation. All right. Let's do these. Right. I was just blown away, honestly, at the time. I was really disappointed, but, I'm happy now. Hi, Keenan. All right. Okay. This one is voice. Oh, the sister's over here now. When did that happen? All right. My voice is important. I speak my truth. I use my voice. I speak what needs to be spoken. Many of us have been told at some point to be quiet, shut up, don't make waves, or that our voice was weird, too much, didn't matter, or wasn't quite enough. Sorry, wasn't unique enough. Oh, I have a thought. I'll finish it in a second. Okay. Maybe we haven't felt heard or validated or have been words, geez Louise. Maybe we haven't felt heard or validated or have had repercussions for speaking up. Perhaps we felt the beauty of speaking up, feeling. I'm sorry, I can't read apparently. Okay. Perhaps we have felt the beauty of speaking up, um, feeling heard, and how it supports others when we share our truth. Whatever our story is around expression and our voice, we likely have one that shapes how we speak and share. Our expression through our voice is vital. If we aren't expressing ourselves, speaking our truth, or sharing our voice, then it is likely we aren't living in our fullest alignment or our highest potential. We must be willing to share our voice as if it is vital to our lives, because it is. There are billions of people on this planet. We need every single one of our unique voices, even if others are saying the same thing. No one says it like you. Become aware of any ways that you have stifled your own voice or made it small. Become aware of any ways you have felt out of alignment in the ways you use your voice. Consider more ways to use your voice, express, speak, and be heard. And then I know I forgot I was going to tell you, and I forgot. I got that notification when I got on it. Sorry. Okay. The questions. What stories or feedback have I been told about my voice? Where do I hold back from speaking my voice or truth? What is seeking expression through me right now? And then the ritual. Sound your heart out. Make weird sounds. Find a place where you can be in your fullest expression without worrying about anyone hearing. Or, I mean, if you've got kids around, you could just do it with them around. Make a game out of it. Invite yourself to make 5 really weird sounds. Anger, chaos, howl, scream, squeal, whatever feels weird to you. Commit to expressing them as fully as you can. Feel the energy of each sound through your body. Make your face match the sound. Then invite your body to express what it feels in the moment through sound. Without any refinement, just raw sound. Notice how it feels to release energy through your voice. Then speak words about something that feels like it wants to be spoken or expressed. And notice what you notice. Give me 2 seconds to go and lock the store so it will, there's like a gap when it's unlocked and there's wind coming in. So give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. I'm back. Okay. This one is also interesting. I'm working on putting these pieces together. Okay. All right. 2 is communion. Draw your allies close to you right now. It is time to commune with those you trust, whether you need support, guidance, or simply a kind listening ear that helps you truly hear yourself. You are being asked to express your needs in a safe, protected environment. Seek your trusted friends, share, let yourself be witnessed and received, and if you have no one to hold space with right now, do not underestimate the invisible allies. Your favorite authors, artists, creators, and or your spirit guides can be an active source of support in your life. Write a letter, explain your heart in a meditation or visualization. Some of your greatest allies are in the realm of the unseen. Confide your truth. Confide your truth. Express your heart. Experience the communion of your belonging. I have a thought, and I'm also gonna read this last one. Okay, that was 1 page off. I think that when we have kids, we tend to we tend to stop talking. You know what I mean? Like, everything is about like teaching them how to do things and helping them with things. And so we have a tendency to, especially when it comes to talking to other adults, you know what I mean? When you spend all day with kids, like it's difficult to, I just want to say, pull yourself out of that perspective and realize like, oh, I can have a conversation with another adult and feel like I'm being heard and not just, okay, I know you're upset about the blue cup and that you wanted the green cup, but they are the same thing and they both have juice in them. You know what I mean? Like, just an example. I haven't had to deal with that in a long time. Now it's more like, oh my God. Okay. Hilarious. Short story. So my son has a thing where he just likes to carry all of his stuff around with him all the time. And like we've been told it's like an anxiety related thing. Hold on. Ooh, shit. That fell the fucking puzzle piece. So we've been told that it's like an anxiety thing or whatever. And so like his last school let him carry the backpack around with him all the time. But this time he's stolen something twice now from, like the first one was like at the book fair. I forgot where the other one was from. But so the principal told him a couple days ago he couldn't bring his backpack everywhere anymore because, he has sticky fingers. And so he said, well, can I bring a little box with my Pokemon cards and carry that around with me? And she was like, okay, fine. You can bring a small box with your Pokemon cards. And when I tell you this child, you give him an inch and he takes 10 miles. Okay. The box that he had that he was trying to take to school with him that I had it out with him that morning. The box was like this big. It was like a Lego box that was like this big and like, like that, the other direction, you know what I mean? Like that wide. And I was like, that is not what they meant. So we fought over that. And then finally I got the daggone box away from him and he took a slightly smaller box. And then I ended up talking to the principal. I think it was today actually. And she was like, so we had a discussion. And I said he could bring a small box with his Pokemon cards. And then I was like, you should have seen the box he tried to bring. So, same concept, right? But thankfully I have other adults to talk to also. But I'm just like, we go from the cup color to that. He's 12. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So this one is Light the Candle of Grace, or as I call it, Melty Unicorn. All right. This moment calls for grace. We can't force, compel, or dictate grace. It arrives by itself on the coattails of surrender. In a society that profits from you feeling less than, you might believe that strength comes from performance, success, and dominance. But nature wants you to know that prowess and power and your own creative spark come from, I love this line, come from balance between an active will and a surrender to what is. Refuse to take things personally. See yourself as part of the living organism of nature. Accept what is while engaging your creativity to shape your personal reality. Between those opposite energies lies grace, and the fierce, tender flame of your soul spark, which refuses to be snuffed out even in the darkest times. I really like that one a lot. The whole like a balance between, an active will and a surrender to what is. I'm like, facts. I hope those were helpful. All right, I got Mandy. Is Mandy here? And then after Mandy, I have Rose. You're welcome. Oh, I'm still counting it as my birthday, even though it's technically 12:52 here. It's still my birthday. Till the sun comes up. Thank you. Is Mandy here? I had made it to 50 subscribers. The last live, 50 subscribers on YouTube. And 2 people unsubscribed. I was very disappointed. I was like, damn. Okay. Hi, Kanisha. How are you? All right, Rose. I'm going to do Rose's. So, and then if Mandy comes back, she'll be next. All right. Okay, let me say the spiel really quick. Awesome. Okay, so if you guys want free cards, you can comment your first name. If you're interested in paid rating, pricing's over here. If you want a free question, you can go subscribe to my YouTube and you get one free question. Okay, can I get? Oh yeah, Linktree's in my bio on here, and in it's a pinned comment over there. I'm doing okay. It's my birthday. Let me write you down. Okay. Rose, are you ready? Need a hat that says it's my birthday. Is that Mandy? Or is that somebody else? I can't tell who that is. So if you want to get on the list, you can comment your first name. There's currently only I'm about to do Rose, and then I've got Kanisha, and then you can be next on the list, depending if Mandy shows up or not. She was here and then she left. Okay, can I get 4 cards for Rose, please? Oh, shit. Oh, all right. I have a visitor. Rose. Bet you can't guess who. All right. So we have connections, balance. Those are both upright. Guardianships in reverse, and then new opportunities is upright. Top is over here. Oh, hey, Imogen. Let me write you down. Okay. All right. Anyways, connections, balance, upright, and then guardianships in reverse. New opportunities is upright. So interesting. I need to figure out if this is talking about what I think it's talking about. Okay, so this is talking about, like, I'm gonna say, figuring out your connection to your higher self. And I think that in order to, like, get to know that part of you, or that part of you, I think that there's, like, the guardianship card is like the you being, like, I'm just saying, afraid of something. You know what I mean? Like you being afraid of something, or you creating a blockage because of, usually it's a fear of change, kind of where it's feels like it's talking about, especially because, like, you know, we have new opportunities on the one side of it, and we've got balance on the other side. And with balance, it's that dragonfly, which is another transformation connected animal. So I think that you know, you've got to find your, let's say, like, find your center, find like where that connection feels like it's leading, and like allow the possibility that something is not how you thought it was. Hold on. Because that's going to lead to a shift in how in everything. It's going to lead to a shift in how you behave, the things that you do, the, like, you know, your view of what your purpose is, etc. Big change, very big change. Can I get a card for Rose, please? Woo! Oh, wow. Okay, can I get a card for Rose, please? Ooh, can't read that. That's better. Yeah. This one that I can't read, and then so I pulled another one. I don't know if you want the picture of the pages or not. I can't read it because it's triggering. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll send it to you in a second. Okay. So this is the other one. It says resilience. After I finish with Rose is Kanisha, and then Imogen's got a full. Okay. I am resilient. I am buoyant and bounce back. Whatever life hands me, I will be refined by it. We grow more resilient by being put to life's tests and challenges, while refining our ability to adapt, recover, cope, and remain balanced. We don't do this by a magical wave of a wand. We do this by going through the difficult experiences and coming out the other side with practical wisdom that is gained only by living through it. Each and every trauma, tragedy, threat, stressor we have experienced has taught us how to be with that energy and survive, or even thrive. When we know this, we can receive anything that comes our way with the knowing and remembering that not only can we handle it, we can receive it as a teacher and invite it to refine us rather than define us. To know our own resilience gives us a superpower armor of bring it on, I've got this, and I trust in my ability to bounce back. Holding a knowing of resilience can allow us to see challenges as an opportunity for growth. It is important to hold awareness of all the resilience we already have, thanks to the adversities we've experienced. Sorry. Okay. Think about the challenges that have made you stronger, capable, more fearless, and ready to face the world. Think about someone who you perceive as resilient and what traits you feel express and radiate that quality. Questions, sorry. What have been my most challenging life experiences? How have I transformed my pain from difficult experiences? And how do I feel not so resilient and a desire to strengthen? On the ritual, on a beautiful, nice piece of paper, whatever that means to you, write a resilience reminder. I really like this one. Write a resilience reminder, a letter from your most resilient and wise self to your in need of a reminder self. Allow your eyes to close. Receive 3 slow, deep breaths. Remember a time when you felt like a resilient badass. Feel the sense of power and strength in your body. Then open your eyes and write about how resilient you are. Like an empowering "you've got this" from you to you. Tuck it away somewhere that will be easy to remember and reach for when you feel challenged and in need of the reminder. Okay, let me take the pictures. Hold on. Okay, let me find that one. Everybody wants me to send them pictures. That's not what I wanted. Sorry that a few of them are backwards. Or, I mean, upside down. Okay. All right, Kanisha, you are up. Oh, shit. I forgot a card. Hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot a card. This is a short one. Super, super short one. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is Quiet the Anxiety Monster. So this one is still for Rose. I fucked up. Sorry. Okay. Moments of anxiety, stress, and overwhelm are like heavy rocks landing in your life in places you don't necessarily want them. You don't have to entertain them or make them worse by asking, "What's wrong with me?" Nothing is wrong with you. Any unsupportive, unloving reactions towards yourself in times of stress is a direct result of trauma. Like a heavy stone, it will weigh you down. Your rocky thoughts are not your responsibility. Thoughts happen. They tumble and jumble of their own accord. Your responsibility is what you do with them. When you focus on what's wrong with a sense of fear, lack, or incapability, you pile heavy boulders onto an already burdened psyche. Right now, you're being invited to consider all the situations where you succeeded, accomplished, or surprised yourself. That same energy is available to you now, but only if you stop carrying those bolder thoughts on your shoulders. Hey! That's really funny. My best friend's over on YouTube. She said, "I just came to say hey, like I haven't spent 6 hours on the phone with you today." You have to have an intelligent conversation with someone. You're welcome. Okay. All right. Now I'm on Kanisha. Sorry for the confusion. Also, sorry over there on YouTube. It's super far behind. She said she would come to TikTok, but she can't re-download it. Oh, it's in the App Store again today. They brought it back to the App Store today. So if that's why, I think that was why, right? All the way down the bed. You're welcome. Okay. Can I get 4 cards for Kanisha, please? 3. Yay, yeah. The sister rose. Got it. 3. Please. 1 more. These are interesting. He's all in the right direction. All right, so we've got. Let's start calling this a Destiny card. Got Destinies in reverse. Safety, romance, and protection are all upright. Somebody want to tell me what the hell you're getting at? I'm listening. I was talking earlier about the whole destiny, fate thing. I don't know if you were on here. I don't think you were on here yet. Destiny is where. Thank you, Rose. You're gonna be next. Yeah, you're gonna be next, and this one's a card pull. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, destiny is where fate and free will meet. Right, so it was explaining the whole, because of destiny, like we have certain things that are fated to happen in our lives, right? But how we get there, the choices we make of how to get there, is what builds our experiences. Um, so I think that it's so weird that it's in reverse. That's what I'm not understanding. It's like, why is it in reverse? Not following it. Not following it. Okay. So, well, I was going to say I'm having a conversation with you guys, by the way. I was going to say that I think that is like a hesitation, not moving forward. Or is it just a lack of choice? Feeling like a lack of choice. Okay. Oh, let's see. Like watching you here, I get practically my own private chill box with you through that. Though that will only be temporary once you get more followers here. I don't know if that's even going to happen, honestly. I also really like that I can type a comment as long as I want. I love that. And I don't know what you're pulling on, but it's navigation and free will. Maybe that will help. Oh, that does help. Thank you. Best friend is also psychic. Okay, so who thought? So we all have, like we have our internal navigation, right, which is connected to our higher self. So when we are kind of detached from that, it's sort of a situation where you don't know what choice to make, so you're not going anywhere, like you're kind of just wandering around aimlessly because you don't have a sense of direction. So I just want to say this, like, this is obviously relationship related, and the fact that they're all upright makes me think that it's like future relationship related. But I think that it's I want to say that it's I just keep feeling like standing still. That's just what I keep, like that's what I keep feeling. It's like there's the disconnect is just, it's making you stand still. And like those kinds of blockages happen usually because of fear. So I want to say that I think that you need to I want to say take some time to like get in tune with yourself, right? First of all, figure out what it is that you want, and then like take a step at a time while you're figuring out the direction to get there. Because I think that it's an opportunity that's there, but you just can't see it because you don't even know what you're looking for almost. Hold on. Yeah, it's like you don't know what you're looking for at this point, so you don't know where it is. I think that you need to spend some time figuring out what you want, so you know what direction you're going to go down to get to it. I'm going to pull the other ones and see if they want to give me information that's going to make that make more sense. It's because she's here. It's her fault. I know. Yeah, card. That was way too many cards. One card, please. Well, that makes sense. Damn, I need to just giving everybody an extra card tonight. It's my birthday present to everybody else. And I get a card for definition. Thank you. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Look. So it kind of makes sense now. Usually does. Oh my god, shut up. Okay, alright. It is dependency. Oh, I forgot to hold it up over there. Dependency. I live in balanced relationship with my innate wholeness. I explore healthful independence and interdependence. That which we tie ourselves to becomes interwoven into our sense of wholeness and worthiness. When we attach to something, we can tend to draw satisfaction or fulfillment from that very thing, whether it be people, relationships, the happiness of others, material items, ideas, thought patterns, being of service, phones, social media, praise, spiritual experiences, or substance. Dependency is not defined by an assessment of whether the person or thing to which we are attaching ourselves is inherently good or bad. In this work, we know nothing is that simple. Rather, the dependency is the inner pattern we are invited to look at, to see how we are sourcing our fulfillment, bliss, satisfaction, self-perception, and worth. When there is something external from which we are sourcing our fulfillment, we are giving our power over to it. Our dependence on that can also become a way for us to numb, check out, or bypass our own feelings and experiences. Become aware of interactions that may be codependent. Invite yourself to look at your relationship with what you consume. Recognize addictive patterns in new ways. Explore hyperindependence and interdependence. With dependency, let us remember that we are greater than its hold on us. And the questions. What am I dependent upon, attached to, or addicted to? What am I stressed? When I am stressed, hurt, down, what do I lean towards? And where do I source my fulfillment and satisfaction? Then the ritual. Find a quiet, comfortable space to sit. Allow the eyes to close. Breathe intentionally, watching the breath enter and exit the body through the nose. Bring your awareness to one thing you feel dependent upon. Ask where it resides in your body. Feel the sensation in the body and dive deeper into it. Ask your vision and sight to travel through your body tissues into the energetic pattern underneath where it resides. Ask it to tell you more of its story without needing to change it. Receive wisdom and insight from it, and thank it for sharing with you. I think when I say, or when it says receive wisdom from it, right? What they're getting at is more of a perspective of, okay, what is it about this thing that makes me feel so attached to it? Like, how, you know what I mean? Like, what am I actually detached to about this thing? Because there's a reason why we get attached to it to start with. Like, okay, it's making me feel good. Okay, well, why would I choose this thing to make me feel good instead of this other thing that might be a better option to make me feel good, right? Wow, that made me think of Eli and the hypnosis thing. But I think that part of it is doing it without self-blame, right? Because if you like guilt trip yourself about it, like, oh, well, I spend way too much time on social media, so, I just suck as a person. You know what I mean? Like, it would be different wording, obviously, but my point stands. Um, uh, Words. Right. So you can't do it with a viewpoint of self-blame, right? Just look at it from the perspective of, why am I attached to this? What is it about this that makes me feel good? And what am I needing to distract myself from? You know what I mean? Because if we're super stressed out, like, it's fine to go and find something to help you be not stressed out. Okay, good night. Thank you. She puts an old person emoji. Anyways, like, right, if we're super stressed out, like, it's fine to have things that help you relieve stress, right? But if it's a persistent issue, it's time to pause and look at why you're so stressed out that you constantly need a thing to distract you from the stress level, right? So once you figure out what it is that you're so stressed about, then it's time to actually do something about it. But if we never look past that surface distraction, then we're not looking at where the actual problem is so that we can fix the problem and not be stressed out all the time. Okay, this one is tend to your partnerships. This could be a time to review the spirit in my house that's been messing with me tonight. Oh shit. I'm sorry. We could talk about it in a second. Okay. This could be a time to review or negotiate business, renew romance or friendship, or nurture the primary partnership you have with your own soul. The wild things know there is no thriving without the earth's good graces for food, water, shelter, and beauty. They honor her generosity with reciprocity. Is it time to share, celebrate bounty, give back to the resources that have provided for you? Perhaps you're being called to receive instead of continuously giving. You need not earn your belonging. Take stock of where you are woven into healthy partnership and where you are not. This is a time for balanced reciprocity. Same thing, And I'm going to read this one. I don't know if my ghost person is still here, but kind of interesting. Interested to dig into that a little bit. Okay. Last one is go with the flow. All day, every day, your heart performs one function. It regulates flow, and it speaks one language: open, close. When you allow your heart to navigate your life, it's much easier to determine if a person, place, or opportunity aligns with your highest good. Ask yourself, does this situation align with flow? Does it feel upstream or downstream? Does this relationship open me up and make me feel more possible? Does this opportunity bring me expansively alive, or does it cramp me into less than? Ideally, you want more of what opens you up and less of what closes you down. Your heart is the rudder on the ship of your life. With the pull of this card, you're being asked to listen to your heart's simple directives. Set a course for your own true north. Literally, we're talking about navigation, right? This is that, this is that pausing and going, okay, why am I so stressed out that I'm looking at these other things? And I think it really all comes back to that, honestly. Find the problem, fix the problem. Now we have no problem. Made that really super simple. I know it's not that simple, but I hope those gave some kind of clarity. I know you feel really lost. Time to start looking at things from a more simple, just simple, like, wow, what am I feeling off about? What has me so stressed out? Okay. Is ghost person still here? You're welcome. Oh, okay. What is it doing? I have so many questions. I wish TikTok had like a longer character limit. Imogen, are you here? The dogs are freaking out. Yeah. So let's say that's pretty common. Okay, good. Give me just 2 seconds. Okay. Somebody got filtered. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's cool. Oh, damn. You got all kinds of activity. I will tell you that. So, if you have that REM pod thing, I'm going to assume that this is either not the first time this has happened in your house, or you like do things with spirits. You know what I mean? Like paranormal investigation or something. Even if it's not like professional. Yeah. They know that. I can tell you. So a couple of things, and then I will give maybe some suggestions on getting rid of it. Yeah, apparently, yeah. So I had to stop watching the paranormal shows because every time that I did, there would just be like an influx of spirit activity, and it got really annoying. So I was like, okay, well, we're gonna I haven't tried anything in the house until tonight. I mean, you attracted it by doing whatever it is that you're doing, even if you're not doing it at home. They're attracted to you, not your house. So I'm going to say that something probably followed you home from somewhere, and if you're attracted to the paranormal stuff, you're usually like going to say some level of psychic. Like there's some level of psychic ability there, even if it's just clairsentience where you're picking up on things, or claircognizance where you just know shit. Like, you know, that also attracts them. So I mean, you got a few options. If they have that, you probably have more than one. Honestly, that's my thought. Oh shit. Okay, I need to do Imogen's reading. So, couple options. One, you can hang out till I'm done with hers, and we can talk more. I have my Discord linked in my bio, and if you join that, like, you can just message me on there. We can talk about it. Either way, you know. Okay. Okay. Imogen. Let's see. What are we getting into? This guy named Chandler. I'm talking and I like him, but I don't know how he feels about me. And I like him, like I said, but I don't want to because I don't know how he truly feels about me. Boy, do I understand that feeling. Literally right now. I'm a dumbass. I'm a psychic. I could just find out. Talking to myself right now. Okay. Okay, I'll just do my phone message. Oh shit, okay. Okay. So we've got healing wounds and communication are in reverse. Determination's upright. Safety's in reverse. Intuition's upright. Guardianship and like breaking cycles is upright. Purification's in reverse, and then patience is upright and hope is in reverse. This is a lot. I think that you okay, I think that like this is how do I put this? I think that this is a situation where, you should like talk, you know what I mean? And get to know each other and like really build a connection. Um, because one of two things. Either um, either this is a lesson, don't panic. Either this is a lesson or um, it's just a situation of you're holding it back because you're scared. Hence the safety in reverse. Um, because this is giving, like, I asked how he feels, but it gave me how both of you feel. Like the intuition upright. Okay, I want to say like the healing wounds and communication. It is, I think that he's picking up on this essentially, right? Is, with the determination upright, I think he does want to build a connection. So there is like a decent possibility that could happen. But, he can tell that you're like afraid. And so the intuition card is coming in for both of you in different ways. With yours, it's saying like you're not trusting your intuition. And for him, like his intuition is what's picking up on like your hesitation. Guardianship's upright. And so that one is I think that one is I think that's part of how he's seeing you. But I also think it's part of what you're doing, like guardianship upright and then breaking cycles upright. I think that they're talking about like it's fair to be guarded, like it's okay to take things slow or whatever. And you've already, but this is the thing, is like you've already broken like the cycle that you were in, right? But you're so afraid that like that's going to happen again that you're doing that same thing that I was doing where you're like, okay, bring me a person. Wait, hold on. Bring me a person if it's this person. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is like the purification in reverse is like you've got to let go of this mindset that is, I want to say that's the mindset that's holding you back, which is that if they're not your person, they're a waste of time. And I don't think that is the case, because the patience upright is they're basically saying that, again, two things. One, on his side of things, he is a patient person. Jeez. Anyways, like he is a patient person, and so I think that he'll wait around for a little bit. And then I think that hope in reverse is actually you and how you're feeling about it. But I was going to say the patience upright is, I think for you, it should be in reverse. Like, I know you're tired of waiting, but I think at the same time, you're like, we have to find a balance between understanding that, like, we want our person and we're not going to settle for someone who's not going to give us what we need, right? Like, we have to find a balance between I'm not going to settle, and I'm not going to accept anything that doesn't immediately look like everything that I want. You know what I mean? Or something that potentially could not be what I thought it was going to be. Because you're going to get something out of this. It feels like something good. You're going to get something good out of this. But you have to let go of that. You know, like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the picking it apart. You know, like that. I can't think of the word. I feel like he does too. Wait, I do want something more than I feel like does too. Yes, I'm gonna agree with you that yes, I do. I feel like he does too. But you have to let that happen, you know, because even if he doesn't end up being like a forever person, he could end up being somebody that like makes you happy and you learn things from being with him, you know. Not looking for a relationship, but he said if it happens, it happens. And I think that's exactly what you should do. I think that is exactly what you should do. I think that you should build the connection slowly. You know what I mean? I think that he's supposed to help you heal. Honestly, I do. That's what I think. I don't know if he is the forever person for sure. And I think that's on purpose. Because he might be. And they just don't want us to know yet. Because it will affect your decision on what you do. You know what I mean? Because you're like obsessing over the I only want the one, I only want the one. And so I think they're like, well, we're not going to tell her who it is, because if we do, then she's not even going to bother getting with this person who's going to help her heal so she can be what she needs to be for the next person, right? And you're going to do, like, you're going to be teaching him things too. Like, you're going to get something out of this. So, like, even if he's not, like, there's a line, I don't know if I said this the other day, I might have, but there's a line in one of my favorite books, and he says, I'm going to put one person in a second, but he says, I've learned that it's okay to love someone no matter how long they'll be in your life. Like, facts. You know what I mean? Like, facts. It's not a waste of time. Okay, let me see. Wow, intuition. Let's see. Can you... Hello, Miss Sassy. Could you please tell me how... Damn, it feels better. I had to think about the name. I forgot. What does he feel about religion? Honestly, you're probably both going to help each other heal. Okay. These look like they're saying the same thing. So, forgiveness is the first card. We do always say and talk about relationships and focus on it. That makes a lot of sense. Forgiveness is the first card. It's not about you guys forgiving each other. Like, it's about you, I want to say you forgiving yourselves for your decisions that you made in the past. You know what I mean? Like any guilt that you're still holding on to for, you know, the actions that you had involved in the past relationships. And then also, I always want to say it's coming to a place where you like acceptance. That's the word that I'm getting, right? You know what I mean? Like, rather than forgiveness, the word that's coming through is more like acceptance of like, this is what happened. It is what it is. I have learned from those things. I'm not going to repeat those things. And like, I was going to say like, forgive the universe. Right. Like forgive the universe for like putting you in those situations. You know what I mean? Creating your reality is the next one. And then we've got the Phoenix cards. We've got like a big transformation. Like, I don't know about him for sure, but I mean, it sounds like similar to you in that, like, if you look at the past relationships, they ended in spectacularly terrible ways. And so, like, now you're at a starting over point, right? You're creating like a new life for your love life, basically. And we've got goals, which lines up perfectly with that, right? Like you're figuring out exactly what you want and how to go about getting it in the right way. We have, these are interesting. So we got endings, right? So that's the past stuff. Then we've got this one. So fire dragon, it means a lot of things, but in this particular situation, it's like coming through like you didn't feel like you could like use your voice. You didn't feel like you could stand up for yourself. You didn't feel like anything that you said mattered. Like, I'm going to say it's almost like a powerlessness that happened in these like previous relationships, both in the relationship and in how it ended. And there's still a sense like, the feeling that you're having of like, well, I don't want to do this again, right? I don't want to be in a situation where I don't, like what I think, what I feel doesn't matter. And it's just gonna end in the same ways. And like, there's nothing I can do to stop it. And I think that's one of the things that's going to get healed. So we've got choice. That's like the free will card. But in this situation, I think it just means choice. So we've got choice, and then communication, and then hope. They're like, it's up to you what you do with this, right? Like you could get something, you could get something helpful out of this situation, but it's up to you whether or not you go after it, right? Then we've got spiritual awakening, which I feel like is like this, you're still working on establishing your connection with like your like higher self, right? And finding your direction and all that stuff. And I think that this is going to be one of those things that it's like it's giving like a stable foundation for you to explore who you are and feel like you can actually like talk to somebody about things and not feel like they're constantly judging you. You know what I mean? Like it's just coming through like somebody that just gets you. And then there's commitment, and then there is manifestation. So I personally think that this could be a good thing. So, ease into it. Like, it's okay to be a little bit guarded at the beginning. Just know that, like, he's holding back pretty much only because you're holding back. Now, I'm not saying, like, rush into it, like, in like a day, but just see what happens, I don't have anything bad about it. Questions? Wow. Let yourself be carried. That's exactly what I was thinking. They're like, oh my God, and balance. And voice, which is what that one is about. The let yourself be carried is that letting yourself lean on someone. And I feel like it's just it's coming through like a good person to lean on. I was going to say, what does she need to know about this situation? Fear. Oof. You have to stop being afraid that you're going to get hurt. Right? Like you have to. It's an. Where did that even come from? Sorry. It's a. The lesson is the perspective change. Right. So it is one. You have to stop telling yourself that if he's not the one, then he's a waste of time. And oh shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, and I think that you also need to. It's also a lesson in learning how to like trust yourself to set the healthy boundaries and not rush in and not get into like a codependent relationship. And I think that you're capable of doing that, but I think that you need to see that you're capable of doing that. And I don't think he's going to be like pushing them like past people did, but the cards are fear, pain, and boundaries. And I was like, what do you need to know about this? Like, fixing this. It's going to be facing the fear, It's going to be facing the fear of the possibility that you'll get hurt. And look at it like, well, he's here for a reason. Whatever happens with this is for a reason. And I'm going to let myself enjoy it, even if it's only for a little while, and know that like, whatever happens, you're going to be okay. Right. I think that's really what it comes down to, right? Is the fear and everything. It all boils down to that. It's like, whatever happens, like, you're going to be okay. It's not going to be this devastating, awful, like, earth shattering situation if it doesn't work out. Like you've already gone through all of that stuff, and I want to say like built the tolerance in a way, like you will survive. And like, would you be sad? I'm sure. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, it's not going to be like the world is ending like those other ones have. You know what I mean? Because you're not in that same mindset anymore. So I've seen a lot of growth with you, Imogen, like a lot. And you've been through a lot. I know, from personal experience, that this is not an easy place to be at. Because I literally just did this. And it ended up not working out. But it wasn't for no reason, Because if nothing else, I proved to myself that I would make the decisions that were right for me, even if they were hard, and know that like I would survive it. Because I've been through significantly worse. Anyways, yeah, so you asked, I would say go into it slowly, communicate, figure out where your boundaries should be, like pay attention, right? Like pay attention to what you're feeling. And if you're starting to feel like, there's a level of panic or there's a level of anxiety or a level of stress or whatever with a certain thing that's happened, you want to dig into that, right? And find, where is that actually coming from? Because it's not coming from right now, right? It's coming from something that happened in the past. So he's going to point things out that need to be healed, just in a more gentle way. My light over there is flashing. Somebody agrees. Did that make sense? Cool. Ouch. Yep. You just been in your head about it. Yeah. Yeah. I said it before that one even came up. Do it. Yeah. Definitely let me know what happens. But I'm excited. All right, Ghost Girl, you still here? See you tomorrow. Yeah. I'm excited. You should let me know because I won't be on tomorrow probably. Since, I got on today, even though it's my birthday. I was going to get on yesterday, so I didn't have to get on today, but I ended up sleeping instead. It was lovely. And I don't care that it's 1:51. It's my birthday until the sun comes up. You're welcome. I need to do a class on, I need to do a lesson on, let's see. I need to do a, kind of want to be surprised, kind of don't. I just read that part. Sorry. I need to do a lesson in my class on removing things from your space. Is my ghost person still on here? Guess not. Damn. Well, I guess if it's going to be dead for the rest of the night, I'll get off here and work on my turtle. I don't even know who's on here. I think it's just me. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here. I don't know if anybody's on, but if you are, hi. And also bye. I hope everybody has a fantastic, wonderful, magical night, day, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Good night.